Okay, so we're going to try ABS for the first time. I did preheat the printer. I did open the ABS filament roller. I did cut it sort of sideways so it's easier to insert. And hopefully we're going to load it. Which is a bit tedious. I really wished Tevo had made the extruder so that the board and tube would go much further. Here we go. And we'll soon see some orange PLA being pushed out by the black ABS. I think that's it. Good, so print from SD main. That's this one. So we're going to wait a bit because the Tarantula preheats automatically to 70 degrees, and I've asked Cura to heat the bed at 105 because I suspect the values are drastically optimistic. When I hit the bed at damn it, that's not gonna hold it. When I hit the bed at 60 for PLA, it's pretty safe to touch. I wouldn't leave my hand on it for a minute, but for a few seconds it doesn't burn. And at 60 degrees it should be clearly very, very hot. So I doubt it's reading the proper values. I do have an infrared thermometer, but I lent it to a friend and I have no idea when she will give it back to me. So we're just gonna check it with the multimeter thermocouple tonight. But I have the feeling that the one from Tevo is embedded in the bed and reads a much greater temperature than the surface. So you see the multimeter is at 55. The printer thinks it's at 87. So that's quite a lot. I really hate that thing. Yesterday I did a sort of preheating of the bed, except that I didn't preheat anything. I just asked it to hit at 100, and it was reading between 75 and 80. printer reads 96 and we're at 63 or 148 Fahrenheit. So the nozzle has been at 240 for quite some time now. Not sure it's a good idea with the filament in it. $75. Not getting very consistent values. Really hope I'm going to retrieve my infrared thermometer anytime soon. Alright, so printer is printing. Well, it seems okay except for the start. It didn't stick that well here, but that might be something that won't be such a big problem. Oh, it doesn't stick. you see it doing some weird moves. You know, when it's going from one part to the other without extruding. When it goes from here to here, it takes the long route all the way around instead of just jumping from one side or the other. That's probably my fault. I was playing with the settings in Cura, and there's one, I completely forget how they call it, which does just that. I suppose it's to avoid stringing from there to there, for instance, but it's also making the print a bit longer because the head takes more time to go from one place to the other. So I was afraid it wouldn't work at the start because it wasn't sticking so well at the very beginning, but the printer eased it out seamlessly apparently, and as far as I can see, everything is working properly now. We've done 18% of the print in 7 minutes. I played a bit with speed settings in Cura. For instance, you can see pretty easily it's going slow like now for the outer wall, and a bit faster for the inner wall. Sorry, it's a bit late. And it goes even faster for the infill, which is set at I think 15% for this part. And that's really great because a lot of our low-end, cheap, consumer-grade printers have some flexibility issues and start to show artifacts at higher speed. The fact that you can use a high speed for the infill that nobody is ever going to see, and a lower one for the wall is pretty nice. What would be cool as well would be to be able to have a different resolution, like 100 microns for the walls and 200 microns for the infill. Like, you know, you would print 100 micron of wall, then 200 micron of infill, then 2 times 100 microns in 2 different passes of wall, then 1 time 200 micron of infill, and so on. And I don't think that would pose any problem, because there's always a difference of 100 microns between the walls and the infill, and that's just the same when you print it at the same layer height for everything. %34 in 11 minutes. I don't know what to tell you. The infill doesn't look very nice, but I set it to, I think it's 15%. Might be 10, but no more than 15. It doesn't look amazing. The squares are not very square, but the walls are pretty solid. The ease of use of the printer doesn't cease to amaze me. I really had no idea things would be that easy. Given the fact I took way too much time to assemble it, I didn't count the hours, but it took me a few nights. So let's say somewhere between 15 and 25 hours. But that's mostly because I didn't notice the bracket were not at 90 degrees right at the start. So I assembled, in fact, a few times the printer in those 15 to 25 hours. But after that, it's been really easy. First print sort of worked. It was a torture test for PLA without a layer fan, so the end result didn't look good at all, but it extruded, there was no clicking noise on the extruder, the leveling went okay, except for the fact that the thumb nuts are a real pain. Then second print, the result was quite frankly amazing for a printer that hasn't been calibrated. Which is sort of a problem in itself, because I was planning on spending weeks putting it together and making it work properly, installing marling and fiddling with all the settings and everything. but it works so well with the standard firmware and stock parameters that I'm reluctant to go the route of Marlin and put myself in more troubles than are necessary, really. On the other hand, I probably have to calibrate the X and Y axis, because the measurement had ended up being good for this little test, but I might just have been lucky, in fact. So I'll have to do that sometime. Might as well do it with Marlin rather than doing the job twice and doing it first with Repetier and then with Marlin. I warned you, this wouldn't be an assembly and using a video manual or guide, but just an experiment. What happens if you give a 3D printer kit to an imbecile? Well, the answer is that he's asking himself a lot of questions. So the bridging is done and looks okay, which simplifies the moves of